And now I have a question specifically for Steve, because I'm a
Yeah.
really big fan of Megadeth, and I cannot not ask you about your collaboration with Mustaine in his last album. So I want to ask you, how was the experience of work with Dave and of recording with them the bassist tracks for the Sick, the Dying, and the Dead?
Um, well, Dave was great with me. I mean, the phone calls leading up to my trip. Um, I well, I need to start out saying that even though I've been in Testament so long, Testament and Megadeth have a long history together. But it seems, as timing goes, I was never there in whatever time. So for me, it was the first time meeting him ever. So I didn't have a history with him. I didn't know him at all. And so we had several phone conversations leading up to it. And he needed a bass player, but he said his main goal, because they had spent over 2 years working on this record to get it finished, he said, it's getting to the point, it's too long, and we really, really just need to get this record done. And he knew that I had a reputation to come into a new situation with stuff I've never heard before and learn it quickly and get it sounding final. You know, that's one thing I've done for a long time, and I told him he could count on me for that at least. So from my perspective, if I just look at the job, it's something I've done hundreds of times, and you know, to go to Nashville and learn these songs and play them, sure, that's what I do. But then, of course, I have this huge weight on my head. Like, this is no regular just band. I mean, this is the Giants. This is, you know, one of the biggest metal bands in history. And so it was a lot of pressure that I put on myself to make sure that the choice was the right one. But Dave made it easy on me. He was way past the deadline and he needed to get it done. And so there was no rough parts during the recording. It was just a smooth process, and we went and got it done. But when the recording was finished and everything was the right sound, my time was over. You know, I came in to help the band finalize the record and get it sent off to be mixed and finally released. So I got to be in his presence a total of 13 days, if that. So that's pretty quick. In that amount of time, with as long hours that we were working on it, there was not much time for anything else. We went out to eat a couple times, and you know, once in a while we'd sit outside and tell stories. But yeah, I mean, I didn't really get to know the band as friends, or well, me and the drummer are previous friends. That's kind of who opened the door for the whole possibility for it to happen. So me and Dirk go back many years, and we played on quite a few projects together. But he wasn't there. He had been done for a long time, and you know, he's not going to sit around the studio with nothing to do. So Dirk wasn't there. Everyone else I met for the first time, and it was pretty in and out. It was just about getting the job done, and then, you know, we had a high five and a hug, and I left Nashville, and then he had the job to find a bass player to come in and fill the lineup and commit to the tours and everything. So yeah, it's a 50-50 situation. The first half being, I'm quite used to it. I'm an old journeyman studio session guy, and that part was easy. But the other side of it was, you know, no joke. That's a big band, and you want to be your best and not fuck up, you know, and leave a good impression when you're done. So I was quite nervous the whole time, but Dave was very, you know, Dave's a very polarizing person publicly. There's a million stories of him out there. I mean, everybody has their opinion of what this person is like because he creates a lot of news, and he's, you know, and what I saw was a wake up in the morning, have a coffee, and get to work Dave. So as far as drama or any of the stuff that hits the news. There's none of that. I mean, it was work time, and he was super, super fucking cool guy. And he's a big part of metal history. So I was also, listening and absorbing these cool stories and just being part of something major for a short time. It was, I was quite
Right.
nervous, but no, it was over almost as soon as it began. It was in and out, and sometimes until people like how you just brought it up to me. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I was part of that, but
Hmm.
back to normal life, and
Yeah. No,
yeah.
man.
But nothing but good memories, though. It was nothing but good memories. It was a good session. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You always do a really great job with the bass guitar. So congrats for being part of that, and congrats for that job.
Yeah. Thank you so much.